Okay, here is multiplying fractions. So when we have two fractions like this, they don't have any whole numbers next to them, so we don't need to do anything to change them before we multiply. So what we're going to do, Stu, is multiply straight across, and then I will show you a different way that you can reduce the fraction before you multiply. So we're going to start by multiplying straight across. So 4 times 9 is 36, and 5 times 12 is 60. Now I have both of these numbers, and I have to figure out what can I divide both of these numbers by to reduce this fraction. Okay, so I'm going to divide the top and the bottom of the fraction, the numerator and denominator, by the same number in order to reduce it. So I can think about what numbers can go into both 36 and 60. Now I know 2 obviously can go in because they're both even numbers. I think that 4 could also go into both. Oh wait, what about 6? And you're trying to find the largest number that could go into both of these so that you can have to reduce less. So I'm going to start with 6. So I'm going to say we're dividing by 6 over 6. And remember, in my class we call this the big 1, right? This is just a 1. And when you divide any number by 1, it's the same number. 36 divided by 6 is 6, and 60 divided by 6 is 10. Right, now I've got 6 over 10, and I know that I can also reduce that because both of those numbers are even. So I'm going to divide again by 2 over 2, which is also a big 1. And that's going to give me my final answer of 3 over 5. I know that that's the final answer because I can't reduce 3 and I can't reduce 5. Both of those are prime numbers, and 3 does not go into 5 evenly. Okay, so the answer of 4/5 times 9/12 is 3/5. Okay, I'm going to show it to you a different way where it's a little simpler. So we're going to start with 4 over 5 times 9 over 12. Now before I even start to solve this problem, I'm going to think about, I have numbers in the numerator and numbers in the denominator. And I can cross cancel some of these numbers out to reduce my fractions before I multiply. So you can think about this as if I rewrote these fractions as 4 times 9 on top and 5 times 12 on the bottom. I can now reduce across those fractions. So I know that 4 can go into 12, so I'm going to reduce that. 4 goes into 4 one time. So it's like I'm dividing by 4 over 4. So I'm going to make that 4 into a 1 and make this 12 into a 3. Okay, so now if I rewrite that, I have on the top in the numerator 1 times 9, and on the denominator I have 5 times 3. Now you'll see I have 9 and 3 that can also be reduced. So I'm going to reduce them by 3. 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 9 3 times. And now what I have left is 1 times 3 over 5 times 3. Sorry, 5 times 1. 1 times 3 is 3. 5 times 1 is 5. You'll see I got the same answer. Okay? Now to do that simply, without having to do all this work here, all you have to do is write your problem and look at the numbers that are across from each other. You can see I have 4 and 12, so I'm going to cross cancel there. Now I have 9 and 3, I'm going to cross cancel again. And then I'm going to multiply across with what I have left, 3 over 5. Okay, this kind of skips some of the steps. As long as you're canceling numerators and denominators, you will be good. If you have questions, please comment them below, and I hope you guys have a great one.